Hello, everybody. Good morning. Nice to see you here, Lashes Journey. So, this live was supposed to happen Saturday night, but I was feeling way too sick. Then I was supposed to do it Sunday night, but I wanted to help out with Mr. Real Estate and his live. So, I decided to change it, although I do know Gail is live right now. So, although I said that this live would be an hour, it will be relatively short. As you can see, basically the live is what the bleep, where I had planned that people would come up and just talk about their grievances, their issues, whatever, excuse me, whatever is going, not so great in their lives. But I'll basically just talk for maybe 20, 30 minutes and call it a day because as you can hear, I'm still under the weather. Um, so basically, I will mention because I'm not really promoting it. I do have a Facebook page for She Stole My Thunder. So for those of you who want to join it and be part of it, you're more than welcome. It is open to the public. I will add the link now. Um, I really kind of don't look at Facebook as like the quote unquote social networking of the future. The inside joke is that Facebook is often used by older individuals, meaning Gen X and older, while as the younger folk use, excuse me, use, excuse me, just gonna mute myself for, excuse me, while as the younger people use other websites like YouTube or Twitter or other social networking sites, especially something like TikTok, etc. So I really only created it just to have some kind of presence on Facebook, but for me, it's not really my main focus. But like I said, you guys are more than welcome to go there. So I will put it in the live right now. So let me just do that here. So if you're interested, that is my Facebook profile. Okay. So you guys are more than welcome to join it. But like I said, I really am not big on Facebook. It's not really where I go for myself. I really only use it to connect to my friends and family that are outside of where I live at the moment. And the other thing you guys will notice is I did finally change my little icon. So rather than little drummer boy, I have, of course, my iconic face with She Stole My Thunder. Obviously, just because of how StreamYard puts it, it does cut off the She Stole My Thunder a little bit. So I might have to revamp that and get the She Stole My Thunder a little bit above so that it's really not being blocked out. So yeah, so basically, if you guys do want to come up and talk, I will put the stream yard here, but you guys are under no obligation. Um, I will also, in a second, turn on the background music because I do find that it actually, like Getty said, that it actually is enjoyable to have music in the background going. So I'm just going to do that now. And then let's get that playing, and then I'll give you guys the link. So, like I said, I'm not planning on this live being very long. Really, just giving you guys an opportunity to vent a little bit, to talk. If there's something that you just want to get off your chest, you don't have to come up with your actual name. You guys can change your name if you rather talk about something that's personal, but you don't want it to be associated with yourself. But if you want to come up using your real name, your real information, and talk about it, that's fine as well. It's really up to you guys how you want to come up. If you do, there's no obligation. So, one of the things I do want to talk about is something that had been said actually in Mr. Real Estate's live last night. Now, I'm not going to name any names, all right? So, for me, what happens in other people's lives stays in those lives in principle. Obviously, sometimes you make exceptions, but generally speaking, I try to stick with that. But it is the fact that somebody was timed out. Right now, I've had to block three people. Well, one of them, it's one person using two profiles, and a third person as well, aka, I'm not gonna, again, not gonna mention any names, but I've made it personally clear to these individuals that some of the comments that they were saying were just not appreciated, and I did not like it. Please stop. And they continued. So at some point, you kind of have to gauge your own, your own mental health. What are you willing to put up with Facebook or YouTube and so forth? Now, granted, there's certain amount of you having to have thick skin to be on YouTube, because you will get, excuse me, you will get, random people making comments that are, maybe lewd or inappropriate. Um, to me, it's one thing when it's somebody that you're pretty sure is a troll that is doing those kinds of comments, but when it's somebody that you've had many conversations with, that you've made your feelings about what they say, what they do very clear, and they continue to antagonize you or make you feel uncomfortable, I think you should take action. It's well within your right to, either block them, put them on timeout, whatever the case might be. Even if it's somebody that is supporting you and is at, on your, on your lives or watching your videos on a regular basis, right? Because, like what was said, at some point, that person, they're not going to ruin you, right? Um, YouTube has what, 40 million accounts. One person not following you, you blocking that person, whatever the case might be, is not going to prevent you from getting other people, getting other fans, getting other people to watch your content and be supportive. Now, it's not to say that you should, just because they disagree with something you say, that you should automatically ban them and delete everything they say. No. If they're truly saying comments like, maybe they're using the N word, or you're saying, hey, look, this topic is off limits, and they still try to bring it up, there's certain behaviors that you should make clear. You should give that person opportunities to correct themselves and to change. And if they're generally making changes and not, saying what you told them not to say, or not asking the questions or topics that you told them, then okay, it ends there, and you move on. But if they keep doing it over and over again, yes, at some point you should intervene. So that's basically my personal little vent. That you really, at some point, like, what should you do if somebody is behaving in a way that you think is inappropriate on YouTube, right? And for me, it's don't be afraid to get intervention if necessary. And if they escalated and they're now coming in on your lives under different profiles, and making, again, or other comments. I know one of the individuals start, try to, ask me about, oh, why did you block me? Why did you block me? And it's like, yeah, no. I've made my feelings towards you very clear, and towards what you did, and you still, you didn't, change, and now you're trying to act all innocent, like nothing happened. Sorry, but for me, when I make things clear to people, it's clear. I think that I'm a very direct and open person. I think, but if I'm wrong, please let me know, guys. And I think I make my feelings and my viewpoints pretty clear. But if, again, if there is something that, hey, I'm not really sure if you're being serious, or I'm not sure if I understand. Please explain. I have no problems with that, right? Because even I can, not express myself properly sometimes, right? It happens to everybody that maybe we're not clear on something, or, maybe we use the wrong term or something, or maybe, it's a simple case of mispronunciating. But I think once you've made it clear to that person that, hey, look, XYZ behavior is not appropriate. I don't appreciate these kinds of comments, and you're still doing it. Yeah, no. At some point, enough is enough, and we kind of need to move on. Um, and there's a couple of people in our community that I've noticed that they often get a pass on their bad behavior, right? They often say and do things that are inappropriate, but people sort of, well, they're, they support, they do this, they do that, but it's like, um, what does your sanity cost? What does your well-being cost to you? I don't want to have to come on to, let's say, Lashes Journeys live and wonder, oh, is this person going to say something inappropriate? Is this person going to do something inappropriate? I don't want to have that experience on somebody else's. And when I see that that person is making the situation uncomfortable for people, it kind of discourages me to go on other people's channels, right? So I kind of have, like, for people, it's like, you have to let them know that, hey, look, if you see that somebody is behaving inappropriately, and they're behaving inappropriately not just on your live streams but on other people's live stream, it's a regular, it's a regular behavior with them. I think we as a community need to start saying, hey, wait a minute, we notice a pattern here, and your support is no longer enough to justify your bad behavior, right? And that's kind of that let's hold each other accountability mentality. And I think that we tend to forget that, um, YouTube is a community. It's a micro community, right? We are a community of 10, 20, 30 people, how many people we are, right? And if we don't say to each other, hey, look, I see that you're consistently saying this kinds of comments, um, a lot of people are telling you that it's inappropriate or they don't like it. Why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep, do you really think that by being here or donating money or whatever, that it's acceptable, right? We should not, basically, we should not let our, people's money allow them to get away with bad behavior, essentially. But this is just my thoughts, my idea on it. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Hey JP, how are you? How's your spirit? I have to admit, I'm a bit under the weather. I did take some cough medicine to sort of help me a little bit this morning. I was having a cough fit earlier, but I'm glad that you're here. It's been a long time. I feel like you haven't gone live in quite some time. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're doing great. And I hope that your spirit is doing very well this morning. I did leave the link, excuse me. But you know what? Excuse me. I'll pin the link. That way it'll be clear. So anybody who wants to come up, so either you, JPAM, or Lashes Journey, if you guys want to come up, feel free. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. There's no pressure. This morning is just one of those mornings where, as I was saying, JPAM earlier, this live was supposed to be on Saturday, but I was feeling way too under the weather. And it was supposed to be last night. And then I was trying to support other people in their streams. And I figured, okay, I'll do it this morning, get it done, at least do 20, 30 minutes, see how much I can do through the coffin fit, and basically get it done and move on, right? So basically, I'm just venting this morning. So if you want to come up and vent, you don't have to use your real name if you don't want to. So you can come up under disguise if you want to. You can, not come up if you don't want to. It's up to you. But again, like I said, if you don't want to come up at all, that's absolutely fine. There's no obligation. Yes, it's just, yes, and I hope it does. I hope the universe gets that out quickly because I'm tired of being sick. But yeah, I might have to go to the doctors and get more serious help if it continues. I do feel slightly better, but it might just be the medication talking rather than me actually being better. And I'm also a bit concerned because I don't want to go in and be told that it's the big C, right? Because that's the concern that everybody has. I mean, I don't have any of the typical symptoms, so I doubt that it is. It might just be a severe cough or cold. But again, I don't want to have to go in and be told that it's something that we all dread or don't want to get the news of. So, anyways, so I was saying, JPAM, before that, sometimes you have to intervene with certain individuals who, in your lives or other people's lives, you see that they're consistently saying unappreciated comments. Let's put it that way, right? It's not that they're flat out being insulted, like using the N word or the R word or whatever. Um, or that they're blatantly like, oh, you're a horrible person, but the innuendo is there, right? The implied you know anger or hatred or violence or whatever the case might be is there, right? And it's not just a simple case of you two disagreeing, right? Oh, you went live last night? Okay, I didn't check it out, but I was on somebody else's live as well, so maybe that's why I didn't notice your live. Um, so yeah, I'll check it out and on the replay and give you that support on that level as well. Yeah, thank you. I will check out the theme song. Thank you so much, JPAM. Very appreciated of you. So yeah, so it's no, there's a difference between um somebody who disagrees with you. Like, I tend to be much more liberal in my in my thoughts, in how I think and so forth, and a lot of my good friends are conservative, right? I have no problems with people say, hey, look, I want to be a stay-at-home mother. I don't. That's just not what I think, right? So it's one thing if they're saying, hey, look, this is the life I want for myself, and they're going for it, and they have a husband, a kid, and blah blah blah, and they're doing themselves and they're doing properly. For me, there's no harm, no foul, right? But I've noticed a couple of people in our community that um, are kind of given a pass in saying things that aren't, like I said, aren't appreciated. And they're given a pass. Well, they're supportive, they're always helpful, they always, they give a super chat, they're always present on people's lives, they participate in the chat, and it's like, for me, that's not good enough anymore, right? And especially as, like, many of us here, my goal is to, of course, grow my channel and really expand. And I realized that, look, I'm trying to grow a brand. I'm that brand, right? And I have to be able to be in YouTube and feel safe and feel okay and feel like I can express myself without being attacked, without being denigrated, without, you know, being, well, you have to do this because, it's like, no, I don't, I don't have to do anything, right? That you're able to run your channel on your terms. And yes, you sometimes you do have to consider other people, but at some point too, it's at the end of the day, even though in my case I'm not showing my face most of the time, at least, it's still my brand. It's still something that is important for me, right? It's still something that for me, you know, excuse me, at the very least, my voice gets associated to, she stole my thunder, right? So I have to make sure that when my voice is heard um, through this channel, through YouTube, wherever I go, that there's a certain standard where I'm being respected, hopefully by everyone. But I also have to be realistic that there's always going to be that one person that's going to be antagonistic just for the sake of being antagonistic. And it's those individuals that I'm talking about, right? It's not the individuals that have questions to see, gauge where you stand and what you believe, and try to, like, okay, is this really what you're trying to say, or is it something else? Hey, Mr. Real Estate, how you doing? I'm glad that you're here. I know that I think Gail is live. Let me double check. But even if you guys aren't here 100%, I always appreciate your guys' support. Let me check if Gail is live because I think I saw that she wanted to go live at 8 a.m. And that's the other reason why I kind of wanted to make this live relatively short so that I could also go to support her. Oh, okay. She's not live. I thought she was going live. Okay, I thought I had seen her set up a live for 8 o'clock this morning. I guess maybe it's either for a different day or maybe she changed the time. Well, let me look it up. Give me a second here, guys. I hope, Mr. Real Estate, that you're doing well tonight. Today, I should say. Well, for you, it's what, 5 in the morning. I assume that you're on the way to your gym. Hello, hello, Melissa Jameson. How are you? I'm glad to see you here. La la la. That's strange. I thought I saw. Excuse me. I thought I saw Gail had set up a live for 8 o'clock this morning. Maybe it's the medication that was. Excuse me. I'm just gonna mute myself for a second. Excuse me, guys. 7 a.m. Lashes Journey or 7 p.m. Oh, p.m. Oh, okay, okay. That's why I was like, wait, how come I not seen her live? Okay, so it's tonight. All right, so I won't worry too much about interfering in her life. Well, I will eventually interfere in hers too, but I will have I will have my French lesson tonight. Come on, go inside the gym, Mr. Real Estate. How else is Lashes' daughter-in-law going to be impressed by you? Come on, get in the gym. Get those guns, man. Come on, man. You know, if you're going to be part of the empire, you have to look good, right? Come on, get inside. um, but yeah, so that's pretty much, like I said, my little venting session for today. And Mr. Real Estate, it was indirectly about what happened with on your live last night, where you had to intervene with a particular chatter where you put them on timeout. I won't mention any names or anything else, but I kind of had that, similar experience as well, where I had to sort of intervene with two individuals and literally just had to ban them from my channel because it was like, look, at some point, I need to take care of myself. An 11-hour stream, man. Come on. Okay, so just go on the treadmill for half an hour. That way you still can get to the gym without over exhausting yourself. Okay, so get on the treadmill, do a light run, right? So somewhere faster than a jog, but not quite a run, right? Like I said, if you want to be part of the Lashes Journey Empire, you need to maintain, man. You need to maintain. So next time, Mr. Real Estate, try not to calm yourself with YouTube. It's okay. I'm glad that you're out there pushing yourself, but at some point it's not bad to say, hey, okay, guys, time to go. You don't have to stay. You don't have to leave, but you can't stay, because that was my mistake as well. And I know at one point, Mr. Real Estate, you had indicated, why don't you ever do, long streams? Well, that was kind of the point for me, is that I felt that a lot of people were just coming on just for them to talk and not because it was the topic that was interesting to them or because they had something to say about the topic. So I kind of had to sort of, put my foot down and really try to be mindful of myself and really try to, okay, let me keep my lives down to 30 minutes, an hour kind of thing. Maybe go on a little bit longer depending on, but really not much more than that. The hot tub. Come on. Who's the lucky girl? Who is the lucky girl, Mr. Real Estate? What's her name? Is she pretty? Is she nice? Is she smart? Is she a good moderator? What's going on? We want details. Come on. Melissa Jameson, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So Melissa, this morning, I'm just here to vent a little bit and talk about, some of the experiences on YouTube. So if you want to come up, the StreamYard is pinned to the top. So you're more than welcome to join the panel if you choose. You don't have to. Nobody has to join the panel. And if you do decide to join the panel, you don't have to use your real name. You can hide yourself, use a completely different name, completely different icon. But if you want to use your own name, your own icon, feel free. But yeah, so I mean, I kind of, like I said, wanted to set up this live for Saturday, but I was very much under the weather Saturday. I was feeling really shitty. And then, of course, yesterday I wanted to help out Mr. Real Estate as long as I could. And so I decided, okay, let me do it this morning, do a good 20, 30 minutes and pretty much get going. So seeing nobody really wants to come up, and I pretty much said what I needed to say. I'm gonna end it here essentially. Okay. I hope to see you guys tonight, either on my live stream or Gail's live stream, because I do have my French lesson tonight at 8 o'clock. And tomorrow will be my art review. I still have to find a particular topic that I want to talk about. And then my next lives will be Friday and Saturday, which are, of course, my book and movie review. Tomorrow morning and Thursday morning will be my quietly reading Game of Thrones at 9:30 as usual. So I hope to see you guys in one of my lives. If it's not one of mine, I hope that I see you guys in one of yours or in one of the many, many lives that we have. That's our part of our community. So, on that note, guys, have a great day. Try not to be too sick like me. I hope all of you have a great day. And yeah, somebody's about the hot tub, hot tub life, right? I wasn't there a movie where they had like, the hot tub brought them to throughout history or something. So hopefully, Mr. Real Estate, you won't get in the hot tub and end up in the past or something. So yeah, so on that note, guys, we're going to get going. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day, has a wonderful morning. Thank you, Melissa. I do hope to feel better. Like I said, I might have to eventually go see the doctor because it's been a little too long that I've been sick and I don't seem to make any kind of improvement. But thank you for your well wishes. And like I said, I hope everybody, and excuse me, for those who are wondering, this is my Facebook profile for She Stole My Thunder. I don't really promote it a whole lot. I'm not really big on Facebook. It's not really my social network, but if ever you guys do want to go onto it, that's where it is. So, like I said, okay, guys, I gotta end this. All right, guys. So have a great day, guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.